Hello everyone and thanks for watching. For the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through how to use our web app in order to generate an Excel proforma for flipping houses. As you already know, this proforma, this web app is based on our proforma or flipping houses. You can find the original post right here. It's based on previous model developed by Spencer. So let's give it a go to see how it works. So first we choose when the project starts. Let's say a week from now on August 25. The purchase week is always 0 in order to calculate correctly the IRR and the other return metrics. And we can input here our first input, that is the retention time. So how long are you going to hold this property? Taking into consideration, the time that is being on the market and at the time you sold the property. So let's say I'm going to input some dummy values of placeholders here to show you how our proforma is working. So let's say it's 17 and square meters. The construction start at week 1 and finish on week 20. That gives us 50 weeks of commercialization. Let's say house test, Principal Avenue, 123, Orlando, Florida. Let's say 2014. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 garage, 96, 112. Let's say the purchase price around that. Closing costs, those are always at time 0 as well. And here we start looking at the inputs that actually are start week and end week. So all those are calculated in linear way, so it divides the same amount over the weeks, but you can change it over in the final 5. So let's say 2 and 2. Let's keep inputting some values here just to test our app. 18, kitchen, bathroom at the end, other expenses, let's say. Just like that. Then we have our GP capital. We have, let's say, 10% here, or sales price after renovations, closing costs in percentage as well, the low and amount. Let's say it's about that, and an 8% interest rate. Once we have all our inputted places, we can run our app and it's going to generate the model for us. If something is missing, it won't let you move forward. So let's test that so you can have a look. If we remove one input, it's going to tell you that is required. So how's this? Let's calculate financial model. A couple of confirmations to read and understand the privacy policy and understand that this model may contain errors. So we mark both of that and proceed. It's going to take a few seconds and it's going to open a new module with the result 5. So you have to download the Excel here. It will save your file with a personalized name. And before we open it, let me go to the file. Make sure you come to the properties and unblock it. So you can add the macros later on. Let's see how we do that. We open our proforma in Excel. Let's give it a little of time. First things to take into consideration is the date format. Is in my format, my Excel is date, month, and years because my Excel is in Spanish, but you can make sure the proper starting date is successfully captured, or you can input that manually if your date format seems to be wrong. So let's take a look at our inputs and see what we got. So the whole period, the starting time looks cool. The whole period, 17 weeks. If we go back to our Proforma, here we can check. Yeah, the rotation time, 70 units and square meters. Construction start ends. Let's take a look at our Proforma. Construction start ends. The all units. Purchase week is always 0. The marketing period, 50 weeks. Okay. And here we have our description. Everything seems to be okay with our information. And we go to the budget section. And here is our budget and cash flow projections. So the purchase price always in week 0, as well as the loan fees and other closing costs. And here we start with our preset inputs, as well as the start week and end week. As I told you before, here we got the forecast method as a straight line and as our preset, but you can change it to manual input and put the values in place. Just make sure you know it aligns with what input you input in the section in the total, so you don't get an error here. So yeah, we have straight line. Everything seems to be captured correctly. Kitchen start week 10, 12. Let's see. Kitchen 10, 11, and 12. That's good. And we go to our sponsor equity, or GP. We define it as 10%. The sales price and closing costs. So price, closing costs, everything seems to be okay. The senior mortgage, and this little section is there if you need it, but we didn't include it in our web app. If you want to input a secondary analysis, you can put it right there. And you can see the reports and the calculation in the other tabs that our Proforma have. Last thing to take in mind is that you can add a couple of macros to your Proforma. One of them is our purchase price finder. It shows you the current return. And if you want to achieve a target return by changing the purchase price, you can do that by running our macros. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you have to put a little icon in place. Let's do a little rectangle right here. And I'm going to copy that because we are going to use it again right here. So you can label that little rectangle with whatever you want. Just make sure you right click on it. You're going to assign a macro, and the macro for this one is the purchase price binder. You click OK, and that will be it. And to add other budget items to our project assumptions, you can come here, assign a macro, and add budget item. That will be all, and our model is complete. If we want to test our macro, let's say my target return is 30%. We just click, and the purchase price had been updated automatically to achieve the target return. And your current return is calculated right there. And if we want to add another item, it's going to come up down property insurance. So we can click on that. It's going to copy the row, and you can input that place, change the color, or whatever you need. So we are going to delete those, but that's the way you can add both macros at the end when you have your Proforma in place. So that will be all. I hope you guys like it. You can take a look at our privacy policy, the original post. Here is some other link to our content on social media. And if you want to request a feature, this is 100% worth it. You can put your name, your email there, and shoot us a message. Let us know if you want to see more of this content, if you would like to see other of our models become a web application, and see you in the next time. Thank you.